Once upon a time, in a remote village nestled amidst lush green mountains, there lived a wise and compassionate Buddhist monk named Vimala. Vimala was renowned throughout the land for his deep wisdom and ability to read the minds of those who sought his guidance. He lived in a simple hermitage, meditating and tending to the needs of the villagers. One sunny morning, a young man named Samir arrived at the hermitage with a heart heavy with troubles. Samir had heard of Vimala's extraordinary abilities and had traveled for days to seek his counsel. He hoped that Vimala could help him find answers to the questions that had been tormenting him for years. As Samir entered the hermitage, he was struck by its tranquil beauty. The air was filled with the fragrance of wildflowers, and the sound of a gentle brook running nearby added to the serenity of the place. Vimala welcomed Samir with a warm smile and invited him to sit. Samir, hesitant at first, finally spoke. "Venerable monk, I have come to seek your guidance because I have a secret I can share with no one else. It weighs heavy on my heart, and I believe you can help me." Vimala, with his gentle eyes filled with compassion, said, "Samir, you are welcome here, and I am here to listen. You may share your secret, and I will do my best to help you." With a deep breath, Samir began to recount the tale of his troubling secret. "Venerable monk, I have a twin brother named Ravi. We were inseparable as children, and our bond was unbreakable. But as we grew older, we started to drift apart. Ravi became consumed by jealousy and ambition, and he began to involve himself in unethical activities. He joined a criminal gang and committed terrible deeds. I, on the other hand, chose a path of righteousness and became a teacher, dedicated to helping others. I've always believed that love and compassion should guide our actions. Over the years, I have tried to reach out to Ravi to bring him back to the path of goodness, but he has grown more and more distant. His deeds have caused great suffering, and I fear for his soul. I cannot bring myself to report him to the authorities, for he is my brother, and I love him deeply. Venerable monk, I am torn between my love for my brother and my duty to society. I do not know what to do. Please, help me find a way to save my brother's soul." Vimala listened to Samir's story with deep empathy. He closed his eyes and entered a state of deep meditation. After a few minutes, he opened his eyes and looked at Samir. "Samir, your love for your brother is a noble sentiment. Your desire to save him from the path of darkness is commendable. I understand your dilemma, and I will do my best to help you." Vimala then began to share a parable with Samir, a story that held the key to his dilemma. Long ago, in a small village, there lived best friends, Maya and Leela. They were inseparable, just like you and your brother were in your childhood. Maya was a skilled potter, while Leela was an expert weaver. Their crafts brought prosperity to the village. One day, a terrible drought struck the land, and the villagers were gripped by famine. Food became scarce, and they began to suffer. In the midst of this crisis, Maya and Leela decided to use their skills to help their people. Maya crafted clay pots, and Leela wove baskets. Together, they distributed these to the villagers and encouraged them to fill the pots and baskets with food they had to spare. The villagers heeded their advice, and soon, the pots and baskets were filled with grains, fruits, and vegetables. This act of generosity saved the village from starvation. Maya and Leela's friendship and their selfless deeds inspired the villagers to share what little they had. And eventually, the drought ended, and the land flourished again. Samir, what this parable illustrates is that love and compassion can inspire change. In your case, your love for your brother is the most potent force to bring him back to the path of goodness. Rather than turning him into the authorities, try to reach out to him once more. Share your love, your wisdom, and your understanding. Just as Maya and Leela's friendship saved their village, your love may save your brother's soul. Samir's eyes filled with tears as he realized the profound wisdom in Vimala's words. He felt a renewed sense of hope and determination. "Thank you, venerable monk," he said. "I will follow your advice. I will reach out to Ravi with love and compassion, and I will do everything in my power to bring him back to the path of righteousness." Vimala nodded in approval and said, "May your actions be guided by compassion, Samir." Remember, reading minds is not about supernatural abilities. It's about understanding the human heart and soul. You have the power to change lives through love and compassion, just as you have touched my heart today. Samir left the hermitage with a newfound sense of purpose and determination. He was determined to save his brother, not through force or judgment, but through the boundless power of love and compassion. And just as Vimala had helped him find his way, Samir would, in turn, help his brother find the path of goodness and redemption. The wisdom of Venerable Vimala's teachings continued to touch the hearts of all who sought his guidance, and the tranquil hermitage remained a place of solace and enlightenment for generations to come. The story of Samir and Ravi's journey towards reconciliation and redemption became a testament to the transformative power of love and compassion in the world.